I found DXW an extremely warm and welcoming place from day one. I remember really clearly, I turned up on my first day and I had my monitor was covered in post-it notes with people saying, "Welcome Leanne, happy first day, it's great for you to be here." I actually almost had a tear in my eye when it happened. So from that point it's been just a nice feeling being around these people, and people genuinely care about each other and look out for each other, and that just makes for a really nice working environment.
Staff satisfaction and development is very important to DXW, so we're always trying to make sure that we have regular meetings with everybody when they join, part of the recruitment process, have a buddy assigned to them and a helper, always making sure that they're checking in and they're moving forward in the way that they want to move forward, and that they're just generally happy and enjoying every day.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's friendly, it's fundamentally a kind environment. People are passionate about the things they do.
Everybody's really friendly, genuinely really friendly. I know it sounds cliche to say, but they are.
Everything is a team effort, particularly in Agile. We work in multidisciplinary teams. We all have different points of expertise that we're coming from, and we all come together to create services that people need and that will be meaningful to people.
I had researched DXW ahead of Silicon Milk Roundabout and had been following them a little bit and seeing what they do and watching all their social media. And I met them in person at this tech job fair, and it took a while to figure out where I would fit and where I would go, but they've all been really welcoming and they've helped skill me up. One of the first things I did in my first week was I went to the conference in Edinburgh. It's a service design conference for government, and so they let me go to that pretty much straight into the company. They already were investing in training me, which I really appreciated.
At DXW we work exclusively on public sector projects. That's actually one of the things that really drew me towards working here, because these are things that affect everyone. So it's really important that they're designed well, that they're designed inclusively as well. So a big part of what we do as a user research team and service design team is ensure inclusive design. When you're looking at public sector services, that is paramount, because everybody needs to be able to use it.
I think what we're doing for the public sector is really great. Our user-centred approach is really helping with accessibility and being inclusive of everybody.
There is a big social responsibility, and I'm really proud actually to say that in the UK we're actually pioneering on the world stage in this. It's not just about the technology, but it's about the way of working as well that enables you to keep up with that fast pace of change. So really embracing agile ways of working and importantly user-centered design. That's actually really fundamental to the fabric of the way that government digital service projects are running in the UK, and that's brilliant. It really does show true innovation and living up, fulfilling that social responsibility, I think.
DXW actually builds something, so it doesn't just say, here's this great idea and here's a poster of how it might work. DXW creates the software to make this thing happen, and so that's the difference between us and some other consultancies, is that we create something. And that's quite enjoyable because you can actually see it made and you can see people engage with it, and it's not people interacting with a prototype so much as it's interacting with a product.
The culture is very much like that. We are flexible, we constantly learning and changing the way that we work and moving really quickly through problems, solving them, delivering. So it's fast paced, it's collaborative, it's action oriented, which is great.
Working in Agile, we work in sprints, in 8-day sprints, and sprint is really the operative word because we do a lot, we accomplish a lot in 8 days, and it's intense. But in the end, the best part about Agile service delivery is that you get to quickly validate and invalidate ideas, so you can be as creative as you want. But you're also humbled really quickly too. But it's not about being right or wrong, it's about finding the thing that works. And when you work in Agile, you can do that a lot faster. Because personally, I think that starting is more important than planning for perfection. Yeah, I'm proud to be part of all this and be taking part in the conversation, because I think that the UK is at the forefront of public sector service design and service design in general. So, in a sense, it kind of feels like I've joined the Premier League of service design.
DXW is here primarily to help public sector teams make good decisions about technology and build better services. And for 10 years now we've been working with public sector organisations. We've got a really good understanding now of how they operate. Many of us are former public servants ourselves. People need to pay their taxes, they need to get passports, they need to be able to access childcare, all of these real things. Now these are really interesting problems to solve, and that's what you get to do when you work in public sector digital. We're building a really strong and credible organisation here. We've got a good reputation for delivery. Unlike a lot of companies, we're able to deploy a multidisciplinary team, so we have researchers, product people, designers, developers, all working within the same team.
So the future of DXW is effectively working across as much of the public sector as possible, again at the local, national, health, housing sectors, but it's also working with a more diverse range of people, so effectively more representative of the people whose services we are trying to help build. Whether it's across, in London or whether in the north of England, we're effectively building better services with a more diverse range of people.